Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
ready, ready. Mike 27, 8.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Newton. He's going to look and got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Demario Davis there on the stop.
20.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Bridgewater now. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Murray, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 49-yard line.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Saints first down.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Bridgewater. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Oh, the spin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Henry running right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return comes Cobb. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey, and even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catch.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about it.
And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
20.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On first down, Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here we go. Put your money. It's our time.
Bridgewater on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it was their defense that really paved